Good morning. Today we are going to be working on developing a thesis statement by using a sentence framework. If you're working with a present tense topic, then your framework would be your topic is or are, depending on if it's singular or plural, followed by a strong adjective. If you're working with a past tense topic, which most of us are, it'll be your topic, followed by was or were, depending on if it's singular or plural, and then a strong adjective. So I am actually going to be using the past tense sentence framework, and I'm going to be using the word were because the Little Rock Nine is plural. So I'm going to model developing my thesis statement first, and then I'll give you a chance on loose leaf paper to develop your own thesis statement. I apologize. Please use your writer's notebook and have a blank page open in your writer's notebook in the writing section. So writers develop a thesis statement by using a sentence framework. The topic, were, followed by a strong adjective. So my topic is the Little Rock Nine, and they were brave and courageous. So the Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous. I feel like that really encompasses exactly what this group of high school students did. They were brave by integrating Little Rock Central High School. They were brave because they had to persevere through all sorts of obstacles. And they were brave because unknowingly they became role models for others that were working to integrate high schools around the United States. So the Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous. Now I want you to pause the video, and it's your turn to work on developing your thesis statement by using a sentence framework. And 99% of us are going to be using the past tense sentence framework. Please pause the video. Okay, so now that you have your thesis statement, we're going to move on to the next part, which is using our thesis statement. Mine is the Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous, using the thesis statement to help us develop our topics. Writers develop topics to support the thesis by repeat the thesis, add the word because, state a general fact in support of the thesis. Now, when I say general fact, you don't want it to be super specific. You want to be able to, it's a general fact in support of the thesis. In addition, when you are supporting the thesis statement with topics, these are facts, information that can be found in text. It can be proven. So I started developing my topics by repeating my thesis verbally. The Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous, followed by the word because, and then I'm going to state a general fact in support of the thesis. But I like to have all my because statements written because then I know how much I've accomplished as I move through this and what's expected. I do need to have 3 because statements. So the Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous because. Well, when I go back to my text, I realize that they persevered through all sorts of obstacles. They showed up on the first day, and they ran into all sorts of individuals taunting them, yelling at them, and making it difficult to enter the school. They went home. They came back on September 20th and again ran into problems, and lawyers were working to help them enter the school. So with the help of many people, they were They persevered through many obstacles. So my first topic, I do believe, needs to address that they persevered through many obstacles. So the Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous because the students persevered through many difficult obstacles. Now, my next statement is, I think, going to have to do with the fact that they integrated Little Rock Central High. The Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous because they integrated Little Rock Central High School. So let's see. The Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous because the students integrated Little Rock Central High School. It's true, they did. The other piece that stands out to me is that historically, during that time period, other schools that were working to, other public schools working to integrate their public school looked to the Little Rock Nine as role models. So the Little Rock Nine were brave and courageous because the students were role models for others working to integrate public schools. So what I've done is I have developed topics to support the thesis by repeating the thesis, add the word because, and state a general fact in support of the thesis. So now, directly below your thesis statement in your notebook, in the writing section of your notebook, it's your job now to follow this writing strategy. Develop topics to support the thesis by repeat the thesis, add the word because, and state a general fact in support of the thesis. So this is a good time to pause the video and work on developing 3 topics in support of your thesis. Pause. I'm proud of you. Each of you has developed topic sentences in support of your thesis. So our next step is, once you have developed your thesis and topic sentences, follow the steps below. Please open the classroom page. Open the thesis statement topic sentences assignment. Type your thesis statement topic sentences in the Google Doc. Turn in the assignment when you have finished typing the thesis statement topic sentences. Close your computer and read an independent book until you receive further directions. So when I return to the classroom tomorrow, when Mrs. Jansen and I return to the classroom tomorrow, we will be working on taking a closer look at our thesis statement topic sentences. We might need to make a few revisions, not a big deal, because we already have something really good on paper, and the best thing we can do is take what's good and make it even better. So follow directions from the substitute, read an independent book until you receive further directions. You may stop the video.